everyone surviving so far. Nope, they are not. Very hit.
Look at goes forward. What a move! That's some late braking, and that's what you want to see. Lots of pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Inside to the left. The cruise take green, but only outside. I think cruise take it's a little bit too much curve. Nudges us off there. Thankfully, he goes to the left. Hello and welcome guys to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm just gonna see if I can get my camera to work.
for some reason it's not working. Is that it? I think it is. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Sorted. Right, so on for Zandvoort. I did some practice last night, and I think I was potential of a high 34, and I think my best valid lap was a 35.1 or a 35.2. So there's some improvements to be made with the setup, definitely. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is just try and get this setup finalized, try and improve it a little bit, and see if we can improve our lap time as well. I think there's a lot of time to be found with just improving the setup, so we'll see how we get on. Also, I have some very good news. I finally ordered my other 2 monitors, so we will be having triple screens. I'm not sure when I'll get them set up, because it will take a while, because I've got to install them, set them all up, and then I've also got to change all my graphics settings to cope with 3 monitors and streaming. But we will definitely be getting triple monitors. I just don't know when I'm going to set them up, but they have been ordered. They are coming on Monday, so that is very exciting. I may get some sort of fan behind the TV, so I mean, like, where these pedals are here, I can pull this rig back away from the wall and potentially put a fan there, and just try and blow the hot air out from the wall and towards the window, because the window's behind me, and behind the camera is just a wall underneath my bed. So there isn't a great deal of airflow, so I might just get a big fan, put it behind the rig, and that should blow the air out towards the window, and then I can just have the window opening to take the air out. But yes, also some very, very exciting news for ACC. The Nordschleifer is coming. The Nordschleifer is coming. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but it is coming to ACC. I don't know when. I think it's 2024 it's coming, but it is definitely coming to ACC. So I think it was announced today that ACC is coming. Let me just double check the advert for it, if there was a date. I think it just said 2024, but let me check for you guys. Nürburgring real. It just says 2024, season 2024, so I don't know when, but the Nordschleifer, or the full Nürburgring, whatever you want to call it, is definitely coming to ACC, which is very, very nice. So, let's get some Zandvoort practice in. The main thing that I want to do is improve the setup, because the setup needs some work. So let's get a banker lap in and then start messing around with the setup. The setup doesn't feel bad particularly, it's missing something. and I need to find out what that is. How's everyone doing in the chat tonight? Anyone been up to much this week? I was supposed to be working today, but it was raining, and it was I was supposed to be polishing a car today, but I obviously can't do that in the rain, so I'm doing it tomorrow instead. Anyone got any plans for this weekend? Also next week, by the way, guys, BIKC Nationals, so the final round, Nationals, is next weekend. And there is an official stream with commentary. Excuse me. So I will post the link to that on my... I should be able to do a community post on YouTube, and I'll post it to my Instagram as well. So if anyone would like to watch the karting, then you are more than welcome to. That is Sunday next week. The quali, the heats, the final race is all on the Sunday. I'm going down on the, I think it's the Friday, and I'm going to be doing practice on the Friday night and the Saturday night. So I'll get about 3 hours of track time, which is not massive, but we'll just have to make do and see what we can do. I had less chat time at Newcastle. I think I had 2.5 hours at Newcastle, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Could be a very interesting one, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, that was a very slow lap to start off with, but it was the warm-up lap. So once we get some good laps together, we will start tuning this setup. Feels good, it just, I don't know, it feels a little bit too safe on the exits, like it's too stable. But it doesn't need much done. I'm quite happy with that at the moment, but I just know that it can definitely be improved. Always cook that corner. Always, always, always. I would not be surprised if I lose it by myself on that corner in the race on Tuesday. I just can never get it right. Oh, overslowed. Okay, one more lap on this one and then we can do some setup adjustments. Forget that. That was too late on the brakes. So we'll forget that run. No point doing a run when the first corner is already bad. Let's try softer roll bar and more bump stop range. And then let's try, oops, I have broken something. There we go. Yeah, let's try this. And then what I would like to do after this is play with the preload differential, because I think we don't quite have it at the best setting, because you seem to be getting some good rotation on the entry of the corner, but then some of the corners were almost understeering on the exit. So I think if we just, I'll try lowering the preload first, do a run with that, and then I'll also try increasing it and see what works best. Well, considering this is the warm-up lap, it actually feels quite good so far. Oh, I was too late on the throttle there. Yeah, that wasn't actually too bad for the warm-up lap, actually. Car definitely felt better. Oh, I didn't bother braking there because it's quickest just to use the wall to slow down and return to garage. But this is a mistake that you have to be very careful of making in the race. If you hit that sausage curb, right, on the apex there, it completely throws the car up and you basically have no steering. Yeah, if you hit that, it bumps you wide. And as soon as you so much as touch the grass, because it goes to the right, the track, it's not a straight line. Because it's going to the right, if you so much as touch the grass, it just pulls the car onto the grass. And if you turn to the right really hard to get off it, you'll spin. And if you try not to spin and just go straight, you can't slow down because it's on the grass. You can, if you can avoid the wall on the outside, the barrier, sorry, you can sometimes slow yourself down in the gravel trap, but I would say that's probably one of the most common probably the most common place to spin by yourself on Zandvoort. But yeah, right, so what I'm going to try is I'm going to try lowering the preload massively. I'm just going to try like minimum preload, and then I'm going to try like, I don't know, 200, 150. So it was originally on 100 I set it to. So I'm basically just going to try the lowest setting and then a fairly high setting and just see what works the best. Cause yeah, it really varies with different tracks. I'm just checking if that worked. Did it work? Yes, it did. Perfect. I set a YouTube short video to go live at a certain time, and I was just checking it actually did. Right. So this is the minimum preload, and then we'll try a high preload after this. Ignore that green sector one, that was from the last lap that I didn't finish. Well, on the outlap, minimum preload actually feels... It feels better to drive with, but it feels slower at the same time. It's like more stable, but a lot less rotation. Okay, this is still the warm-up lap, but I think it's slightly slower. Okay, it definitely feels more stable, but I think it's just a little bit slow. I messed up turn one with the braking. Yeah, see, yeah, it's two. It's much more stable, so we're getting a little bit of delta. You know, the delta's going green in some parts of the lap, but I just don't like how it drives. It's too understeery for myself. Right, let's try 200 preload, and then we will try go back to 100 preload and see what it's like. Is there... Right, let's try 200 preload and see what that is. I just want to check. The new WRC has just released. Nice. I think I released like a couple days ago, but Steam just released it today onto Steam, so I would be tempted, but I don't have a round wheel at the moment, or a handbrake, or a gear shifter, and I also don't have a clutch, and I kind of feel like you need those things for using a rally sim. I don't really want to try doing a rally with a GT style wheel. I would probably break my hand. if I got it wrong. But maybe if I get a clutch pedal on a handbrake etc, I'd maybe get a rally game. So I'm liking this 200 preload. Actually like this more than the 100, so I'll go down to 150 and then 100 and test all three. Because the preload, excuse me, makes such a difference to how the car feels. It makes such a crazy difference. Especially if you're adjusting it by like 50 or 100, it just makes such a difference. Obviously you want to fine tune it, like adjust it by 10 at a time, but when you're first getting a feel for it, you kind of want to just try really high and really low. Because it varies with each setup, so depending on how you set up your mechanical grip, changes how much diff you need. So the same car, same track, but different setups might require different diffs. Because it kind of depends on how much rotation you get from the rest of your mechanical grip. You might actually want a really low diff, or you might want it high. Depends on the car as well. Oh, that was too wide, Cody. Too wide there. Man, I messed that up. What was that? Too late on the brakes. I'm not sure about this diff. I think I'm gonna try 150. The other thing I kind of want to try as well is a lower traction control, because I saw some using TC1 and TC8, but I saw some guys using TC2 and TC2, so I might try both TC1 and TC2 on 2. Just see what works better. Not liking this either at the moment. That was quite a spectacular crash. I need to find something with the setup because that wasn't working. I do want to see a replay of this though because that was rather spectacular. That's done all four wheels. Oh dear. Alright. Okay, well let's try this then. Let's try it, see how it goes. Yeah. I wonder if this will be better. Or what? Whoa! My wheel was full walk to the right. So I put the diff back to what it was originally, and I tried lowering the rear bump stop range, see if it makes it feel any better. always over rotates on that little left-hander. Man, keep messing up that corner. Right, tires are warmed up, let's try this. I don't think this is going to be any quicker. Oh. Oh. I'm not finding any time with that though. I know I was up on the delta, but I had way more in the delta on one of the other laps with the older setup. Let's try something else. Okay, I've increased the rear aero and I've also put the traction control lower. I don't know if the traction control will work. If it's slower, then we'll go back to the original value. It's definitely harder to drive. Let's see if that translates into being quicker or slower. What? I've got no confidence on the exit. I hate this traction control because it's like kicking in and then turning off and as soon as it turns off, the wheels just spin. It's like it tries to stop the wheels spinning and then just gives up. You can actually feel it kicking in more than when it's on TC8. Probably is kicking in less, but you just notice it more because it's more unstable. Nah. That's not working. Back to the original. Okay. Okay, we're at the stage of randomly pressing sliders and seeing if it makes me faster or slower. Yeah. It's I'm not sure what to adjust to make it quicker, because it's like I can tell it's slower, it's too slow, but I don't exactly know what to do to make it faster. Oh, the Nord Cipher post just got deleted. That's interesting. And they just, the Nürburgring, their official page, just deleted the post about ACC having the Nordschleifer. I wonder if they weren't supposed to announce it yet, and they just did. Right, I did some random things with this setup. I don't know if it'll work. Let's try and see if it does. Okay, I messed up the outlap. Hard to tell if this feels any better or not. I did miss the breaking point completely there. Now let's do the warm-up lap and then see if this is any quicker. I'm not convinced. Man. Pain. Oops. Give me 1 second. Right, let's go out, try this. I'm just going to check if I can see anything about Nordschleifer. That's interesting. Right. Okay, let's try this.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curves.
Too late on the brakes.
Session is now over.
Okay. That was a green final sector. And that did just improve my potential lap massively. To a 35.0. So I like that. I like it very much.
Green light.
So, what I want to do is try and get a good lap on this setup, and then maybe try and adjust the toe angle actually. I might try that. Let's go out try get a good run, and then adjust the toe angles. I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna try that. Give me 1 second. We are back. Right. Let's try this. I am definitely going to need to adjust the setup when my other 2 monitors arrive. Maybe move the rig around, but we shall see. We shall see. Exciting times. Right.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
Oh, I stalled. I stalled again. What? I just did a Luciano. He always stalls this Aston when he exits the pit lane. It's quite funny. It's a running joke. Pretty much every time we join a session together, he will stall at least once if he's in the Aston. But yeah, that was definitely quicker with this setup, so if you can play around with the toe angles next, that's about all I have left to play with. The only other thing would be messing around with the dampers. Well, for the warm-up lap, that felt quite good actually.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Slow lap, but like I say, it was just the warm-up one. Car felt quite good. I mean, we had a 35.0 potential with this setup in the last session. Okay, it feels quite good actually.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap. Got some light damage on the front of the car. Box this lap, we have to repair the car.
I hate grass. I must have just touched it. What? No way. Is that all we touched it by? What's the best angle of this? Well, look how small of a misjudgment you need to spin. Look at that. I mean, that was literally half a tire at most over the white line. No. The tire I think is on the white line. And that looks at most a quarter of the tire touches the grass. And bam, gone. Well, that did feel really, really nice. That did feel really, really good. So, let me try adjusting the toe, because I am quite happy with that with the mechanical grip. I'm quite happy with the aero. I'm quite happy with the electronics. So the only thing I want to play around with is the toe angle and the dampers. So I'm going to go for maximum negative front toe and then plus 0.1 toe on the rear and see how that feels, because the rest of the setup I think is quite good. I would just maybe like to play around with the dampers. Once we've tried the toe angles, I would like to mess around with the dampers. Yeah, let's try this, because we did a 0.1 in the first sector. So the first sector is good. The final sector is good with this setup. Need to work on the middle sector maybe, but still I'm quite happy with how it feels just now. So let's see what the toe angle does. That wasn't a good start. Why does it feel worse? Could just be the fact that it's the outlap. Oh! Pain. I was just that tiny bit too early on the throttle. Messed up that first corner completely. Oh well. This lap's gone. We'll try the next one. Like to try negative toe in the rear. Bit of negative toe. Okay, final lap on this one, and then I'm going to try rear negative toe instead of positive toe.
Losing time in sector 2.
That was good first sector. Most definitely a personal best in that first sector. That was an awful middle sector. Oh, there was potential there. I think there was potential. Our 3 best sectors would have given us a 35-0, so that is the best so far. That was a PB in the first sector, so I'm happy with that. What I want to try is going negative 0.2 on the rear toe and keeping that max negative front toe. And then we will adjust the dampers. What I would like to check is the Motec, because I think the Motec should be okay. Dampers don't look too bad. They don't look perfect, but they also don't look terrible either. Just looking at some of the stuff about if Nordcypher's actually coming to ACC, there seems to be a bit of confusion. Okay, well, I am liking how this setup feels. So let's try what this toe angle does. only the warm-up lap, but it was too early on the brakes for turn 1. Now, I completely messed up that first sector, but the car does actually feel better, so we will have to see when the tires heat up. That wasn't ideal. Okay, I think negative toe in the rear was maybe not the answer we were looking for. Fourth gear actually seemed quicker through the right hander there. Pain.
Losing time in sector 1.
Oh, that was way too slow there. Dyson Clay, oh wow, you're quite the handsome fellow. How are you doing, mate? Thanks for tuning into the stream. How's your week been? I would love for you to be my Valentine. It just went up a notch after watching you. Well, I'm flattered, but I would have to decline, I'm afraid. I must stay single in order to have enough time to do racing. I do not have much time, unfortunately. But I appreciate the compliment. Bit understeer there. I try something different with the setup.
Lap invalidated.
I understand. Happy to give them God bless you, parents. Thank you. My parents did raise me well. But I hope you find someone for Valentine's Day. I'm sorry I could
Stay clear of the curves.
could not accept. That's a bit slidey there. Right, I've gone back to positive toe on the rear. Let's see if this works. Positive toe on the rear is definitely the way to go. Just need to find a little bit more lap time. I want to find at least half a second. Just don't know where.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to
I should not have tried that on cold tires.
slight damage to the rear of the car. Box this lap.
That was not great understeer. First set of tires. So that's a weird one I've just seen as well. On this news about Nordschleifer coming to ACC, I'm just having a look at the moment, and the post has been deleted that says it was coming to ACC, which is interesting. So quite possibly someone has announced it perhaps too early. Maybe weren't supposed to announce it yet and they have. So that's a weird one, because it was posted on the Nürburgring page. It wasn't posted on ACC or ACC's page. So it wasn't posted on the official games page. It was posted on Nürburgring's page, and then Nürburgring deleted the post, and from what I understand, ACC hasn't said anything. So it's very possible that Nordschleifer is coming to ACC, but someone messed up and put out the advert too early, and someone's probably getting fired. I suspect. If you announce the track too early, you're probably getting fired. Okay, let's do a warm-up lap first, and then see what time we can find. Too late on the brakes into turn 1. Slow first sector. So fourth works on that right-hander, but you have to get the braking perfect. Otherwise, it just understeers. What else could I do to the setup? I don't really know if there is much I can do. Let's try a few small setup adjustments and see if they help. What could I do here? I think I'm going to try giving the rear just a touch more rotation. Not much, but just a little bit more rotation. Because it doesn't feel too bad, it's just I'm still slow and I don't really know where I'm losing. I'm basically losing a second when I think about it, because the your target lap time. Oops, I just wronged my teammate by accident. Whilst trying to adjust my setup, I somehow accidentally wronged my teammate. Yes, as I was saying, the potential lap time I'm sure is like a 34.1. I think the world record in the Aston is a 34.3 without BOP. So, I mean, when you think of that, our potential lap time's like 7/10 off the world record, but then you've got the BOP, so I'm still losing basically a second, and I just don't quite see where I'm losing that. So we're going to make a few little adjustments to the setup and see if I can sort it. Alright, just give me 1 second and then we will go out and do some laps. Yeah, just give me 1 second, guys, just responding to a message. Okay. Let's try and see if this is any quicker. Because right now, our potential lap is a 32.0, a 35.0. So it's decent, but it's not quick, and that is the issue. I need a quick lap and not a decent lap. The Aston obviously is not the best car for Zandvoort by any stretch of the imagination, because I mean it's not a good type of circuit for this type of car, but it feels so nice to drive. It just isn't as competitive here as it is on other tracks, but I'm hoping with all the BOP that it evens out the field a bit. But just, it isn't the best track for the Aston. So we shall see whether or not we can find some pace. I'm going to try 4th gear through that right-hander and this right-hander on a flying lap and see if it's slower or quicker. I'm not sure if it... well, it's actually quicker. No!
Cut detected.
Oh, that was painful. Stupid mistake. Just want to try something with the setup. Right, let's try this. This might be too much of a good thing, because something was working, so I've tried doing more of it, but it might be too much, so we shall see. Why is it so understeery on lap 1? This isn't like a little bit, this is like massively understeering. Oh dear. That was not ideal. I need to stop fishing on the airlock. My mouse is working now. There we go. Wasn't working there, I was trying to get it to work so I could actually press drive. Alright, let's remember to go slow in the airlock. was a close one. Just a touch of understeer there.
Time is up to 1. Cut detected.
Pain. Actual pain. Same corner as well. Can't get that one right sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna put the bump stop rate back to what it was when I did 35.0, and I'm gonna try lowering the front bump stop range. Yeah, let's try lowering right. Just wait for the session to reset, and we'll see if we can find some time.
Green light, give it all you can.
Right. I want to see if we can find a little bit more time, because there's time in the lap. It's just finding where. mouse is not working tonight very well for some reason. Wrong button. Right. See how this works. What? Just like didn't rotate. Ah, it's stuck. The replay. That's weird. Just had no rotation. Sorry, someone just sent me a meme. Right. That had better rotation in the first sector, but it did not rotate on the final corner at all, which was weird. There we go. Well, that was a slow one. Okay, let's do another run on this fuel load.
Well done, mate. The fastest steps.
There's another adjustment I'd like to try. Because there's potential on the lap. So I'd like to just fine tune it a wee bit. Okay, I'm gonna do one more lap. unless I bin it in the first 3 corners, in which case I'll just go make that setup adjustment. Yes, I'm just trying to ask too much of the car. Yeah, I just want to try something. I'm gonna try something. What if I just went super low on the bump stop range on the rear, on the front? Let me just try that. There's something else I wanted to check. Just give me 1 second. Okay, let's try this. I have massively reduced the front bump stop range. It might work, it might not. Let's see.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
How is this more understeering? What? I do not understand. I thought this would make it better, not worse. Let's warm up the tires and see, but this feels worse, to be honest. just not quite there. It's just, I can tell I'm missing something with the setup, and I don't know what. Definitely feels worse rather than better. Even though we're up on our delta, we're still slower than our best lap in the old setup. So I think this is perhaps still slower. It's just, it like feels good and then it feels bad at the same time. And that's where it feels bad.
Losing time in sector 3.
It's just, it's not any better. Definitely not. Oh well, we can save that setup because the time is there. time is there. I can only really see in the delta on an absolutely perfect lap would be a 34.9. And I don't see where the rest of the lap time is. You know what I would like to do is I would like to just have a look at the HIMO setup for Zandvoort. I just want to have a look and see. Oh, of course, my file explorer is broken. Of course it is. Just wanted to have a look and see if. No, it's not gonna work. Honestly, why does my file explorer not work? I mean, I just want to see. If there's another setup. Aston Zandvoort. I just want to see where I'm losing that time, really. I mean, Coach Dave, their Aston Martin setup is a 34.8. And we're not exactly far off that. Just want to see if I can find just a setup I can compare to. You know, just see what they're doing with their setup. I mean, there's definitely. I don't know why my file explorer isn't working. Definitely something to try would be traction control 2 and 2. Because if I go for search Aston ACC Zandvoort or Zandvoort, the Go setups on the 1.94, they use TC2 and TC2. So I could try that and just see if it's better or quicker, because I'm struggling to see where I'm losing so much time. I wonder if there's is it a stream? good to see if there's someone. Who's got something just to compare with. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. I think the setup is fine. I just want to try TC2 and TC2. That's what I'll do. I'll play around with that tomorrow. Because we've done like 2.5 hours already. So I think what we'll do is we'll finish up there for tonight. I'm going to try and improve the setup, and we'll hopefully be streaming tomorrow. If I can't get a stream tomorrow night, it will be Tuesday because I'll be karting on Monday and I'm working Sunday afternoon, so next stream will probably be on Tuesday. So, but yeah, as always guys, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.